Hi guys, welcome back to Rymerplans. Today I am planning the week commencing the 27th of September and I'm using Rita, which is a kit by Strawberry Lime Designs. I believe it was in the 2019 advent calendar. Time's lost all meaning. That Strawberry Lime Designs did with a planner face. It's quite a small kit, so I'm going to bring in this little autumn functional sheet from Colourful & Co. I'm also pairing it up with this tape from Colourful & Co, which I believe is called Dusky Rose. I do PR for Colourful & Co, so you can get 10% off if you use my code Sophie10. And then I'm just going to use overlays from who else but the wonderful Tilly Journals. And I'm going for like a really autumnal kind of vibe today. I've got leaves, I've got this, just this, because I looked through my spreads that are coming up in the next couple of months and none of them scream autumn as much as this kit, which in fairness doesn't really scream autumn. Well, does it? Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started and I will talk to you on the other side. Hi everyone, before I get started on what I'm going to talk about today, I just want to say that my camera stopped recording, so there's a point in the middle of this where it just very quickly changes, like suddenly lots of boxes are stuck down that weren't before, so just to make you aware of that. I'm aware of it, but there's nothing I can do because there's no footage of that time. So today I'm going to talk about the topic of black women and girls who have gone missing and the fact that there is just little to no media coverage of them. So obviously there's such a blatant example of this with Sabina Nessa right now. She was a woman who was walking home in London in the evening and she was murdered. And yet there's another case going on. We all know what it is, but I don't want to give it more airtime, where a white woman went missing and then her body was found, and the world have been very, very quick to solve that crime, essentially. And let's just get this clear that it's horrific when anyone is killed, obviously, and violence against women and girls in particular at the hands of men is such an issue for everybody, and that's a whole other topic and one I've talked about quite a lot, but today I really want to focus on why white women are being reported on and nobody else is. So yeah, I want to say as well, I don't blame the people who are getting caught up in this Gabby case right now. I've said her name now anyway, but I don't blame the people who are getting caught up in it. The media is doing what the media is doing. I just think it's a real tragedy that obviously both of them are in this situation, and it's a real shame that the world has been given an opportunity to contribute to solving one case but not another. Anyway, I want to talk about a website today. It's called ourblackgirls.com, and it was started by a woman of colour who, as well as her day job, she would spend her evenings looking at cases of missing black women, that weren't being reported on, and she would compile them together with everything that we know. There is an about section, and I was going to read it out, but I don't know if I've got time, so maybe if I start in the middle, and this is what she has to say. She's talking about seeing stories of black women who've gone missing on the news. The women in these stories I report on are more than the highlight clip on the 10 o'clock news. These are and were our sisters, many of whom endured deception and or violence. We shouldn't sweep their stories under the rug and move on to the next hot topic. We need to remember what they went through in order to change patterns of behaviour. We need to teach our children how to protect themselves from predators who seek to do them harm. We need to teach each other how to avoid those who whisper sweet nothings in our ears but also use emotional or physical abuse to control us. We need to recognise that all that glitters isn't gold. We need to highlight stories of our missing black girls because their stories go underreported in the media, if they're reported at all. We cannot control the actions of those who are set in their diabolical ways, but we can learn from one another's experiences. Why is it that, according to the National Crime Information Centre of the FBI, approximately 33% of people reported missing are black, but that isn't reflective in the evening news? We need to bring awareness to the stories of our black girls who have been mistreated, are missing, and who have been murdered because they matter. Their lives matter. They are real people, not just sensationalised news bulletins. Let's keep their stories alive. I launched this site as a passion project without knowing how long it would endure. I don't have a team of writers. I didn't bring anyone to build the site. I don't bring in an income from keeping our black girls moving forward with each year. It is an investment, personally, professionally, emotionally, mentally, and financially, that requires sacrifice, but is well worth it. I'm grateful that you're here, and I hope the stories of these girls and women touch your heart as they have mine. Just like many of you, I work a full-time job that occupies much of my time. I try my best to advertise on social media, but I'm constantly rejected and told that missing black women is a political issue that goes against their policies. This is a grassroots website that is birthed out of a heartfelt desire to make sure these women who are underrepresented aren't forgotten. We have to look out for one another. This is my way of making sure my sisters' voices are heard. I sincerely appreciate you for taking the time to visit OBG. So yeah, just to remind you again that the website is called ourblackgirls.com, so ourblackgirls.com. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of all I have to talk about. And I'm just going to hand back over to Planning Sophie. Talk to you later. Okay, so there we have the finished spread, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.